So now as we have defined our TestNG groups, our next thing is, once we are defining, then how we can run these TestNG groups. How I am going to run the test from this specific group using the TestNG XML file. Okay, so once you have defined your TestNG groups, then when you want to run that particular group, okay, so let's say if I want to run only this module 4 groups which are going to test the payment functionality. Okay, so how I am going to run that? So for that purpose, you need to use the TestNG XML file. So there also we have two ways. We can run it at the test level or we can run it at the suite level. So let's see how we can run at the test level first. So let me update this TestNG XML file. We don't require to add these multiple entries as we are aware about the TestNG groups now. So if I want to run all the test methods from all the TestNG classes, I will just have to add separate entry for each TestNG class. So from package 1 we have test case 1, test case 2, and from package 2 we have test case 3 and 4. So before running test cases from the specific group, let's run all the test methods from all the TestNG classes. So we have total 4 TestNG classes and total we have 16 test methods. I just wanted to run the test methods which are testing this module 4 payment functionality. Okay, so how we can do that? So first we are going to see at the test level, that is the TestNG test level. So this is our test module 1. Groups. Okay, so you need to write the groups, and inside this group you need to use run tag. Okay, run, and inside this run you just have to use this include tag, include name equal to. So here you just have to give the group name you want to run. So currently I want to run the test methods which are testing the module 4 functionality only. So what is my group name for that? Group name which are going to test my module 4 functionality is module 4 payment. Okay, so this same group name you need to provide while running it from the TestNG XML file, and close this include tag. Okay, so we had defined these groups at the TestNG test level. Okay, so just use the groups. Inside the groups we will have this run tag starting and ending, and inside the run we have to use this include tag, and just provide the group name which you want to run as a part of this test. So now if I run that, let's see what output we will get. So you can see total test run 4, and you can see in the console that TestNG has run only the test methods which are testing this payment for module functionality. So why we are able to do that? Because we have created this module for payment groups. Okay, so we have categorized our TestNG methods depending upon their functionality, and we have provided here the group name. So this M4 is a part of this module for payment functionality from the test case 1. Then from the test case 2 we have this M8 method. Okay, from test case 3 we have this M4, and from test case 4 we have this M8 method which are going to test this module for payment functionality. So these 4 test methods are comes under this module for payment group. Okay, so as we are running that particular group from the TestNG XML file, only those test methods run. Okay, so TestNG did not execute anything apart from this group. So here one more point you need to remember, that TestNG is going to consider only the classes you have given here. Okay, so here I have provided all the TestNG classes, and from all these TestNG classes only run the test methods which are a part of this module for payment functionality or group. So let's say I don't want to run the module for payment functionality test cases from the package 2. Okay, for example, I don't want to run these test methods from the package 2 related to this module for payment group. So I will simply comment them Okay, so in output we should not get this package 2, test case 3 and test case 4 statements. So TestNG will only consider test case 1 and test case 2 from the package 1, and out of that all the test methods, it will only run the test methods related to the module 4 payment functionality. So this is important for the interview point of view. So if I run this, I should get only total test run equal to 2, and you can see only package 1 test cases has run related to this module 4. Okay, so it's up to you how you are going to define and what test methods you want to run as a part of your test. Accordingly, you can add the TestNG classes or you can comment it. So now let's quickly run the test methods which are come under this module 1 product search functionality. So let's say there is some changes, bug fixes or new functionality added in this product search functionality. So I want to quickly run the test methods which are related to this group. So I will use this name here. So we have given all the TestNG classes names here. Means TestNG will have access to all the TestNG class, and from this TestNG class it will only run the test methods comes under this module 1 product search group. Okay, fine, you can see that. So this is we have run at the TestNG test level, and only the groups which we have defined at the TestNG method level. So what if I want to run this group module 1 module 4? So procedure is same, just copy the group name you want to run and add in the TestNG XML file. Okay, so now we know that we have defined this module 1 to module 4 group only for this test case 1. That means it is applicable only for this test case 1. This test case 2, 3, 4 do not have this group. So no test method will execute from this test case 2 to test case 4. Okay, so only test cases from the test case 1 means it will run all the test methods, right? So all these 4 test methods indirectly comes under this TestNG group. Okay, so as we have defined it at the TestNG class level. So module 1, module 2, module 3 and module 4 from the package 1 test case 1. So this is the use of defining the TestNG group at the TestNG class level. Okay, so I can define these for all the TestNG class. So this time it has executed all the TestNG methods, all the 16 TestNG methods, because all the TestNG methods are indirectly part of this TestNG group module 1 to module 4 defined at the TestNG class level. So now let's see how we can run the specific group at the suite level. So TestNG suite is nothing but the collection of multiple TestNG tests. So currently we have only one test. So let me add one more test here. So to understand that, let's say from test case test 1 I am using at the group level, okay, TestNG groups, but in TestNG test 2 I am not using any group here. Okay, I am simply running the TestNG class directly. So for first test we will run the module 4 test cases only related to our payment functionality, and in test case 2 we are directly running the test methods from test case 1 and test case 2 class. Okay, so there is no condition provided for the group. So in output you can see as a first test you can see it has run the test methods related to our payment. Okay, and in second test where you have not provided any condition related to our group, it has done all the test methods from this both the test case 1 and test case 2 TestNG classes. Okay, so that means total 8 test cases as a part of second test case 2, okay, test 2, and 4 test methods as a part of our first test. okay, where we have used our group condition. So from this test ng result you will be able to understand better. So from test 1 where we have used the group, you can see that M4, M8, M4 and M8. Okay, and as a part of test 2, all the test methods from test case 1 and test case 2 have executed. Okay, so here the point is, when you have defined the groups, when you are running at the test ng test level, then that particular group will be applicable to for that particular test only. It cannot be applied to other test. Okay, so it's limited to that particular test only, as it is at the test ng level, test ng test level. Okay, so if I want to apply it for the multiple tests at the same time, then simply you can define it at the test ng suit level. So if I remove this from here, from the test, and I will define at the suit level. Okay, so after the suit and before the test, I have added groups run include module for payment. So now this condition will be applicable for every test. So for test 1 and test 2, this condition will be applicable. So test ng should execute all the test methods related to this module 4 functionality from the test case 1 to test case 4 as a part of test 1, and as a part of test 2 it should include the test methods which are testing module 4 functionality from this test case 1 and test case 2 class. So previously it has run 12 test methods, so now we can see it has run only 6, right, and all are related to our payment functionality. Okay, so in result if you see, as a part of test 1 it has run the test methods from the test case 1 to test case 4 as we have defined here, all the test ng classes, and for test case 2 also it has used that condition, the group condition, which will execute the only the test methods from this test case 1 and test case 2 related to the payment module. So this is how you can run the test ng groups at the suit level, which will be applicable for all the test ng test. And if you want to run at the test ng test level, just add it under this test ng test tag. Okay, so this is test level and this is suit level, very simple. Okay, so please remember this, very important for the interview.